Welcome to this deep dive, all about AI chatbots, and how they could totally change online business as we know it.
Oh, yeah.
We're looking at some really cool stuff from Stork, HUB I MediaPlus plus Booz.
Okay.
And they're saying some pretty wild things about what their chatbot solutions can do. So to help us break it all down, we've got Abel Garza. He's an expert in designing virtual learning environments.
Interesting.
Might seem kind of random, but you'll see how it all connects as we go.
Yeah, it's really cool to see AI getting more and more specialized. We're moving past those basic chatbots. Now it's all about AI assistants that are tailor-made for specific industries, and in this case, online shopping.
Right, and Stork HUB I MediaPlus are all over that whole specialization thing. They're promising a big boost in online conversions, within 90 days,
Yeah.
just by using their custom designed chatbots and all their fancy AI automation strategies. They're so sure of it that they'll even keep working for you for free if they don't hit that target.
Wow, that's a bold move. It's great that they're talking up their personalized approach, but I think we got to ask, what proof did they have? Is there any hard data or independent reviews out there that actually back up these promises?
So they do have one client testimonial. This person says they saw a 30% increase in conversions after they started using Stork HUB I MediaPlus plus the chatbot. But you're right. One happy customer doesn't tell the whole story.
Nope, definitely not. So let's switch gears for a sec and talk about Abel Garza. And all his experience with virtual learning environments might not seem like it relates to online shopping at first glance, but there's some really neat parallels.
Yeah, I'm really curious about that connection.
Yeah.
So how does his background make for a better chatbot experience?
Well, think about how Garza designs those virtual lessons, to keep students engaged. He might use interactive quizzes or gamification to make it fun and help them learn. It's possible he could be using those same tricks with Stork HUB I MediaPlus plus Agi's chatbots, applying those principles to keep you, the shopper, hooked and guide you towards actually buying something.
Oh, so instead of just answering basic questions, the chatbot can make the whole shopping experience more interactive and fun.
Exactly. It's about creating an experience that's both engaging and gets the job done.
I see. Now, something else that caught my eye. Both Stork HUB I MediaPlus and Abel Garza talk a lot about values, like sustainability, excellence, innovation, education, inclusion, and social responsibility. What do you make of that?
It's actually a really good sign. It shows a shift in the tech world, where companies are thinking bigger than just how well their product works. They're thinking about the ethics and the impact their work has on society as a whole.
So it's not just about making money. It's about using technology to do good for everyone.
Exactly. Now let's look at some of the specific perks that Stork HUB I MediaPlus are pushing in their marketing. They're all about 247 availability, personalized recommendations, optimized search, and instant query resolution.
Yeah, that 24/7 thing is huge. Imagine shopping online whenever you want. No more waiting for stores to open.
Right. It's all about convenience, giving you, the customer, more control. But also makes you wonder, will this blur the lines between our personal lives and shopping? Will we feel like we always have to be shopping, even in our downtime?
That's an interesting point. Okay, now personalized recommendations sound amazing in theory, but how does the chatbot actually figure out what I want? Is it spying on my every click and search?
That's a good question. They mentioned something called customer profiling, which means the chatbot is learning your buying habits and what you like over time. Say you're always buying organic skincare products and vintage band tees. The chatbot picks up on that and starts suggesting similar things or stuff that goes well with what you already like. It's like having a personal shopper who knows your style and is always looking out for cool stuff for you.
Okay, I get how that could be helpful, but I can also see how some people might find it a bit creepy.
Yeah, for sure. There's a fine line between personalization and feeling like your privacy is being invaded. Companies have to be upfront about how they're using your data and give you control over what you're comfortable with.
Right. So what about this optimized search they keep talking about? What does that even mean when we're talking about AI shopping?
Imagine you're looking for new running shoes. Instead of just typing in running shoes and getting a million results, the chatbot could ask you about how you run, where you run, and your budget to narrow down the options and show you the best fit.
Oh, that would definitely save me a lot of scrolling. And then there's instant query resolution. What's the advantage of having an AI chatbot handle customer service questions?
Speed and efficiency. Say you have a question about a warranty or shipping. Instead of waiting on hold forever, you get an answer from the chatbot right away, 24/7.
That would be a lifesaver. And it could free up human customer service people to handle the more complicated stuff.
Exactly. It's about using AI to make customer service better and faster for everyone involved.
So it seems like Stork HUB I MediaPlus is really going all in on using AI to streamline the online shopping experience.
Oh, yeah, definitely. They're really emphasizing that in their marketing materials.
Now let's get back to Abel Garza for a minute. I'm still trying to wrap my head around how he fits into all of this with Stork HUB I MediaPlus plus cars. What's his actual role?
Well, it looks like he's on board as a consultant, sharing his knowledge about virtual learning environments to help them develop their chatbot solutions.
Interesting. They even say he can turn virtual environments into a global phenomenon.
Wow, yeah. That's a pretty powerful statement. Imagine if he could do that for online shopping. You could have a chatbot that not only walks you through buying stuff, but also gives you personalized recommendations and even teaches you about the products you're looking at.
Wow. It'd be like having a virtual shopping assistant who's also a product expert.
Yeah, exactly. It really shows how AI can make online experiences more engaging and informative.
Okay, so let's dive a bit deeper into Stork HUB A's Media Plus Plus's approach. Their materials mention chatbots and AI automation strategies. What exactly does that involve?
It probably means they're using a bunch of different AI tools to personalize product suggestions, target ads, and automate those customer service interactions.
They also talk about exceeding client expectations within 90 days. Or they'll keep working for free until they get those results. What are your thoughts on that guarantee?
Well, it's definitely a big promise. It would be good to know how they measure success and what specific
Absolutely.
metrics they're tracking. Transparency is key when you're making claims like that.
Absolutely. Now let's go back to that client testimonial we talked about earlier. Even though we need more evidence to prove a 30% increase in conversions, it does suggest that this technology has the potential to make a real difference.
Yeah, it does. But we got to remember that every business is different. What works for one might not work for another. Whether AI works depends on a bunch of things, like the industry, the target audience, and the overall business strategy.
Right. There's no magic bullet when it comes to AI.
Exactly. The best AI solutions are the ones that are designed and customized for each specific business.
Okay. Their marketing materials also highlight their hierarchical organizational structure, with experienced leaders running the show. That seems like a good sign.
Yeah, it does show they're stable and have expertise, which is important when you're choosing a tech partner.
They also mention plans to expand their team, which suggests they're growing and committed to innovation.
And they're definitely thinking about their marketing. They talk about using digital marketing, specifically SEO and social media ads, to get more people to notice them. They're even planning to work with influencers in the tech world.
It sounds like they're being very proactive.
Yeah, they are. And that's smart. In tech, building trust and credibility is everything. And influencers can really help with that.
I see. They also talk about building strong relationships with clients and offering free trials to get new users.
Yeah, free trials are a great way for businesses to try before they buy. It lets them see the value firsthand.
So Stork HUB I MediaPlus is painting a picture of a really smooth and personalized online shopping experience, starting with 247 availability.
Yeah, that's a big advantage of AI shopping. You can browse and buy whenever you want, no matter what time it is.
And then there's the personalized recommendations we talked about earlier.
Imagine you're browsing an online store, and the AI assistant suggests stuff based on what you've bought before, what you've looked at, and even what you've said you like. It's like having a personal stylist who knows you inside and out.
They also highlight optimized search.
That's where AI can really shine. Let's say you're looking for a specific kind of product, maybe a new laptop with certain features. Instead of scrolling through tons of search results, the AI assistant can help you narrow it down and find exactly what you need.
And of course, instant query resolution.
This is another way AI can make online shopping way better. Let's say you've got a question about shipping or returns. Instead of waiting for customer service, you get an instant answer from the chatbot.
It sounds like Stork HUB I MediaPlus has thought of everything.
They've definitely put a lot of effort into figuring out how AI can improve online shopping for businesses and shoppers alike.
Now let's talk more about personalization. They use the term customer profiling. What does that actually mean?
Basically, the chatbot learns your shopping habits and preferences over time. It tracks what you buy, what you look at, what you click on, even what time of day you usually shop. It uses all that data to build a profile of you as a shopper.
So the chatbot is always learning and adapting to how I behave.
Exactly. The more you use it, the better it gets at knowing what you want.
Wow, that's impressive, but also kind of freaky.
I know what you mean. It's important to remember that personalization depends on data. And how that data is collected and used brings up some big privacy questions.
Stork HUB I MediaPlus talks a lot about natural interaction. They want to make the chatbot experience as human-like as possible.
It's a cool goal, but even though chatbots have gotten a lot better, they still have trouble truly understanding human conversation. There's a certain intuition and empathy that's hard to program.
So the chatbot might be able to answer my questions and suggest things, but it won't be able to have a real conversation with me.
Not yet, at least. But AI is always evolving. Who knows what the future holds?
Okay, let's move on to efficiency. Stork HUB I MediaPlus highlights things like streamlined purchasing, reduction of repetitive tasks, and the elimination of geographical barriers.
Those are all major pluses of AI shopping. Streamlined purchasing means checking out is quick and easy, no more long, complicated processes. Reduction of repetitive tasks means the chatbot can do things like comparing prices or finding the best shipping option so you can focus on other things. And no more geographical barriers means you can shop from anywhere in the world without worrying about currency or international shipping.
It really seems like AI could completely change the way we shop online.
It really does. And it's already happening. More and more businesses are adding AI to their online stores. And the results are pretty amazing.
One thing that really jumped out at me from Stork HUB I MediaPlus was this idea that AI chatbots could actually give us more accurate and objective product descriptions.
Oh, yeah. That's a really interesting concept. Think about all the marketing fluff and jargon you see when you're shopping online. AI could cut through all that and give you the information in a clear, concise, and unbiased way.
Yeah. So instead of trying to figure out those confusing technical specs or reading through paragraphs of marketing hype, I could just ask the chatbot for a simple explanation.
Exactly. It could break down those complex features into plain English, compare similar products side by side, and highlight the pros and cons of each one.
That would be so helpful. But as we talked about before, the objectivity of AI is still debatable.
Right. Algorithms can be biased, and the information they give you is only as good as the data they're trained on. So even though AI can help us make smarter decisions, we still need to be a bit skeptical.
So it's not about blindly trusting the chatbot, it's about using it as a tool to get information, and then making our own decisions based on what we see.
Exactly. We need to be smart shoppers, whether we're dealing with human salespeople or AI assistants.
This deep dive has been really eye-opening. It feels like we're about to see a huge change in how we buy things online.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And it's pretty exciting to think about all the possibilities. AI has the potential to make online shopping way more convenient, more personalized, and more efficient.
But like with any new technology, we need to be aware of the potential downsides and look at it with a critical eye.
For sure. We need to be careful about how we bring AI into our lives and make sure it's being used in a way that benefits everyone, both businesses and customers.
So as we enter this new world of AI-powered shopping, what's the most important thing for our listeners to remember?
I think it's all about finding a balance. Embrace the potential of AI, but don't forget its limitations. Don't be afraid to try out these new technologies, but always ask questions. Think critically and make informed decisions.
That's great advice. Thanks for taking us on this deep dive. And to our listeners, we hope you enjoyed exploring the world of AI chatbots with us. Until next time, happy shopping.
One of the things that really caught my attention in Stork HUB I MediaPlus tier stuff is this idea that AI chatbots can actually give us more accurate and objective product descriptions.
Oh, yeah.
Think about all that marketing jargon and fluffy language you see when you're shopping online. AI could cut through all that and present information in a clear, concise, and unbiased way.
Yeah, so instead of trying to figure out those confusing technical specs or reading through paragraphs of marketing hype, I could just ask the chatbot for a simple explanation.
Exactly. It could break down those complex features into plain English, compare similar products side by side, and highlight the pros and cons of each one.
That would be so helpful. But as we talked about before, the objectivity of AI is still debatable.
Right. Algorithms can be biased, and the information they give you is only as good as the data they're trained on. So even though AI can help us make smarter decisions, we still need to be a bit skeptical.
So it's not about blindly trusting the chatbot. It's about using it as a tool to get information and then making our own decisions based on what we see.
Exactly. We need to be smart shoppers, whether we're dealing with human salespeople or AI assistants.
This deep dive has been really eye-opening. It feels like we're about to see a huge change in how we buy things online.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And it's pretty exciting to think about all the possibilities AI has the potential to make online shopping way more convenient, more personalized, and more efficient.
But like with any new technology, we need to be aware of the potential downsides and look at it with a critical eye.
For sure, we need to be careful about how we bring AI into our lives and make sure it's being used in a way that benefits everyone, both businesses and customers.
So as we enter this new world of AI-powered shopping, what's the most important thing for our listeners to remember?
I think it's all about finding a balance. Embrace the potential of AI, but don't forget its limitations. Don't be afraid to try out these new technologies, but always ask questions, think critically, and make informed decisions.
That's great advice. Thanks for taking us on this deep dive. And to our listeners, we hope you enjoyed exploring the world of AI chatbots with us. Until next time, happy shopping.